Family Fun grab bags. Those went out Monday. And we still have a few of the Slow Cooker Challenge grab bags. So there's still grab bags.
Those are so good, though. Those slow cooker ones, both of them have been really good.
Mm-hmm. We've had good success with that. So we're really excited about how that challenge has gone over. And people are sending us pictures and letting us know what they think of the recipe. So we've had a lot of fun with that.
Well, I'll tell you, I thought about you this morning because it's a perfect day for you to be on with us, really. Today is National Eat Your Vegetables Day.
All right.
And we were talking, and we had a little argument going on, and I have a feeling I know which one you're going to say, and I almost don't want to ask you. What do you think about it if we deep fry our squash in the cast iron skillet, or, we've got to bread it up with maybe some cornmeal, which I guess technically there's corn in the title, so that might actually go back to vegetables somewhere. And then if we put cheese on our broccoli, is it still healthy, Ashley White?
Well,
oh, come on.
Moderation is the key, but your fried foods are going to be the less healthy option. But you know what? You're talking about squash. I have some delicious squash recipes that don't involve frying. What's funny, I'm looking at one right now. It's called our Farmer's Market Skillet Bake.
Oh, wow.
And it's got summer squash and zucchini and tomatoes. There's some red potatoes in it. And guess what? There's a little bit of cheese.
Oh.
So you've got some cheese for those cheese lovers. And that is really funny that you said squash, because I've got squash recipes right in front of me.
I think it's about that time. When it's summertime, Ashley, don't get me wrong, if it's a zucchini and squash, I've never met one I didn't like, just about any way that it's cooked. But my kids have to have it. You know how it is. The kids want them fried. But they'll take grilled ones, too. They love grilled zucchini. But, so I guess I can trick them that way. But, when those recipes, sometimes summertime just feels like squash time. But then by the time all the squash come in, you start getting tired of it because you run out of recipes.
Well, I have several, so you can just let me know if you need a new squash recipe. And we are actually, we have a Plated Up Kentucky Proud challenge going through the month of June, and every day I post up a new Plated Up Kentucky Proud recipe, and those are with our Kentucky vegetables. So
yum.
If you're looking for new recipes, there's one every day, and it usually posts between 5 and 6 in the evening. So
I think that's fantastic, though, because that way you don't get stagnant. So especially with us spending as much time at home as we have in the last couple of months, I think a lot of us are looking for new ways to do the same thing.
Yes. Even I'm looking for new ways to do the same thing over and over. I said, are y'all tired of this yet?
Well, I'll tell you, I don't think anybody's tired of your website. If anything, I think it's getting busier and busier and busier, but it's because of what you all are putting on there.
Well, we're trying to keep that updated and keep the Facebook page updated and just give you as much information as you can handle. So I've really enjoyed the Plated Up Kentucky Proud recipes. That was really fun pulling those out, and we had a grab bag for those. Those have disappeared, but if there's a recipe that you see, I can pull that for you without a problem.
Well, and I think it's cool, too, because there was a lot of opportunities to kind of drag the kids into it, let them have a little fun with it. Even the slow cooker thing. The slow cookers are perfect. I'd never minded my kids doing stuff with that because, it's as sloppy as you want to be. It doesn't have to look pretty in the slow cooker. You throw it all in one pot and plug it in. That's the good part. I mean, pretty, it was just, I really liked the fact that, of course, my kids are older now, but especially if they were younger, between the little crafts and the different things that you all have on there, there's been something to kind of keep them busy. And I know several people that have really looked forward to the new stuff coming out every week.
We, the Sizzling Summer Family Fun Bag has some science, engineering, and technology activities. There's some yoga. There's some glow sticks, so you can have a glow stick dance party.
I like the nature bingo. I'm not going to lie.
Yes, the nature bingo. There's lots of goodies in there, so stop by and get a family fun bag for the summer.
Well, and that nature bingo, stuff like that. I mean, you can change it up for the different times a year, but it's just a great idea with the parks opening up and a lot of even the bison opening up now. I mean, there's a lot of fun things to do with one game like that.
Oh, sure. You can try it several different places.
Well, I think that sounds like fun. I want to come to your house because that glow stick dance party come from somewhere, and I'd like to know who come up with that.
Well, I would like to take credit, but I cannot take credit for that. I have seen it somewhere else, but I'm pretty excited about the glow stick dance party. I do like to dance. So.
Well, they do have some really good information on Caldwell County 4-H as well on there, I see.
Mm-hmm. There's a whole bag full of 4-H activities, science on a stick, balloon rockets, chicken sounds from a cup, all kinds of things.
My goodness. I'll tell you what, well, you know what? That keeps you going, and it keeps the kids having something to do during the summer, so I think that's amazing.
Exactly. That was our goal, something to make summer just a little bit easier.
Well, and with the library opening up, that ought to help out, huh?
I know. That's great. And we have the Family and Consumer Sciences is doing a sizzling summer series too. And our next one is tomorrow. We have a webinar tomorrow called Kicking Up Summer Fun. And so we're going to provide resources and activities to make this a memorable summer.
Well, I liked the yoga sheet, too, when you were talking about that. That's in that sizzling thing. That was cute, too. And it's for kids.
Uh-huh. It is. And I thought there was a partner one in there, too, and I thought that was kind of fun.
Well, and that kind of gives them a fun way to start exercising. It's like a sneaky way. It's kind of like putting cheese on broccoli. You get them to do something that's good for them
Exactly.
and sneak it in there. Well, Miss Ashley, we appreciate you being with us. I don't see how you have time to be on the phone or anything else with all the stuff you guys come up with. But what can we look forward to? Of course, we're nearing Father's Day and all that good stuff. I know you guys always have newsletters and webinars and all kinds of stuff on there for the big kids. And on your website, it's just chocked full of them.
Well, we are actually working on planning for the rest of the summer and early fall. And I currently have a survey out on my Facebook page of what remote programming opportunities you would like to see. So we're in the midst of planning and trying to determine what the best, and by remote virtual programs, it might be a Facebook Live, it might be a Zoom, etc. But we're looking for ideas, so y'all let me know what you want to see.
Well, I think that's awesome because, in fact, like I think the horticulture one is kind of an ongoing webinar just to give them an example of some of those things. It's been an ongoing series, and it started out just to get the seed going, and then how you can take it from seed to eating it literally, and attracting things, the bees and things like that for pollinators. I mean, it was just a really neat series. Well, it's not over, so I can't say I guess it was, but that's a great example of what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Our specialists have really been working hard to get that virtual programming for us to share with our clientele. So we've been very appreciative of those things.
Well, and I like them because, it's kind of flexible with your schedule. Sometimes it's easier to rewatch the webinar or to watch something like that later on when you've got time than it is trying to, go to something during the day. And I think that makes it really convenient where more people can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, ma'am. I sure do appreciate you being here today.
Thanks for having me.
I'll tell you, if you've got anything, holler at us. And I'm excited because when I see the library opening up, that's summer reading programs for the kids and, getting active and staying healthy and recipes. And I think they can, I think they got a good plan going for the summer.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you, Ashley.
Thank you.
Miss Ashley White from the Caldwell County Extension Office, and we always enjoy having them on because I'll tell you, they really do a great service for our county, all during the time when the kids were on NTI and everybody was cooped up and still going on strong now. They really kicked it in high gear on their website, and I know I say that a lot, but I mean, they really have, and I think we only mentioned like half of what is like really current on there right now. We didn't even talk really about the Chop newsletter or not in depth. But I mean, there's so much of it. It's really kind of hard to. But there's something for everybody. Anything from the homemakers to 4-H to the kids and crafts and reading and yoga and then the webinars on how to grow things and just teaching you things that you always kind of wanted to know, or refresher courses. I think Shane has even got some things on here about fescue and that sort of thing, how short to cut it. So I mean, they're just literally for everybody. So look them up on their website, or you can give them a call at 365-2787 right there on Highway 62 West, right outside of Princeton, and you can go pick up all of those scrap bags and stuff right there on the front porch. We thank them so much for that. Of course, and Miss Ashley White for being with us this morning. We got hey, I'm telling you, we've got a full schedule today. Of course, Community Medical Clinic is going to be with us here in just a little bit, and so is a young little CEO in our area. I say little. She's not little. She's growing up. She's a young lady. How about that? She's not little. But Summer Sips is becoming. I'm telling you, look out, Kathy Lewis, because Chevy is right there at you. She's got one of the hottest places in town, or should I say, coolest places to cool you off. We're gonna talk about her and her lemonade here in just a little bit, and she's gonna be with us. So look out for that. It's Coffee Talk on 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Get ready for back to school with Health First Community Health Center, offering back to school physicals, immunizations, and well child and sick child visits. At Health First, we offer affordable quality health care for the entire family. Call us to make your appointment today at 1-877-667-7017. That's 1-877-667-7017. Walk-ins are welcome. All children receiving back to school services will be entered to win a backpack full of school supplies. At Health First, your health is our first concern.
This is Mallory Hancock Lawrence, and we love our Caldwell and Line County friends. We invite you to come to Cada's anytime you can to shop with us. We're making it even easier for you. Whether you work in Cada's or just come to town for a visit, stop in and shop with us. But if you're in a hurry, you can pre-order your groceries at Hancock'sNeighborhoodMarket.com. It's so easy and convenient. Of course, we want to see your smiling face anytime we can, but if you're in a hurry, Hancock'sNeighborhoodMarket.com is the way to go. Hancock's Neighborhood Market, Cada's.
Be a part of the Lunch Bunch and enter to win a $20 gift card from these 6 local lunch spots: McDonald's, Big John's Barbecue, Majestic House, Our Daily Bread, Black Patch Grill, and Echo Charlie's. Head over to WPKYOnline.com to enter to be a part of the bunch. The Lunch Bunch.
At First Southern National Bank, we place a high value on the well-being of our customers and communities. With that in mind, we are taking steps that demonstrate how much we care about you. Our drive-through lanes will be available for daily needs, while in-person services can be scheduled by appointment. Take advantage of our online banking, our mobile banking app, and a friendly team member answering your call. Visit fsnb.net to learn more. First Southern National Bank, member FDIC.
Shop local, buy local, save big deal.
It's here. The Loyal Listener Big Deal Store is online and waiting for you to shop and buy gift certificates to local businesses. Go to WPKYOnline.com. Click on Loyal Listener Big Deals. Here you'll find dozens and dozens of gift certificates. Some you'll even be able to redeem from your smartphone. Shop and buy 24 hours a day and save a ton of money in the process. Save on oil changes, dining out, haircuts, car washes, and more. Our store never closes, but you better hurry. You never know how long each deal will last.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Community Medical.
And is your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast for today. Sunshine and lower 80s tonight. Mostly clear, low 61 tomorrow. 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms should be around 1 o'clock. After lunchtime anyway, high 84. Friday, mostly sunny, high 89. It is 65 at 8:31, 1580, 103.3 WPKY. And of course, we were just saying that we've got a friend in the studio, and we've got a really busy day today. And this is one that I have a feeling she's going to want to be around for, too. I don't know if, of course, I did mention earlier that Community Medical Clinic was going to be. Introduce yourself real quick for everybody who doesn't know.
Yes, I'm Chloe Zechler, and I'm with Community Medical Clinic. I'm in charge of the marketing and outreach. And I'm just here to talk a little bit today about some things we have going on. As many of you may know, Community Medical Clinic is on 310 Hawthorne Street. We have Chelsea Farless and Beth Scheidler as our nurse practitioners there, the great ladies.
Well, did you hear us talking about the lemonade stand earlier?
Yes.
I'm telling you, is that not the cutest thing ever?
It is. I saw a picture on Facebook, and I was like, I'm going to have to go by there and see her. And
she's got frozen ones too, Chloe.
Oh, wow.
It's not just lemonade. She's got 2 or 3. I can't give it all away. I don't want to. I don't want to give away all the secrets, but I'm telling you, she's the cutest thing you'll ever see. And, of course, then I talked to Miss Ashley White a second ago at the Extension office, and I thought about you, too. And I don't know, I'm going to put you on the spot here in a minute. And I told everybody I was going to. Today's Eat Your Vegetable Day.
Yes. Yes, we love our vegetables.
Okay. Well, here's my question. And you know where I'm probably going. She's already smiling at me. So my kids... Not me, of course, but my kids like fried zucchini and squash and all that good stuff. And then it's in a cast iron skillet. It's not on a deep fryer, so I'm thinking that's got to be the point somewhere. And then we put cheese on our broccoli. Mm-hmm. So, healthy, it's better than a candy bar, right?
That's very true. That is very, very true.
Is there any kind of healthy left in it after you do that, in all seriousness?
If you put cheese on it, as long as you're doing things in moderation, you're reading your nutrition labels and you're making sure you're using serving sizes. I think that's where all of us get carried away is that,
it's a serving size.
Exactly. And that's something that, and I'm not in any way a dietitian or anything of that nature, but as a woman who has always tried to watch what she eats, or watch it, in moderation, that's something you always need to make sure you're paying attention to is those serving sizes and the nutritional value of certain items that you are using. And you can put cheese on something, but just make sure it's not more cheese than, not broccoli with your cheese and, things like that. And that's probably the best advice I can give as a non-licensed nutritionist or dietitian.
I told him earlier, I said, watch this, I'm going to ask her. I had a feeling I knew the answer, but I thought, well, if I ask Ashley and you both, and one of you say that it's still healthy.
There's nothing wrong with sprucing something up so that people eat it. But of course, like I said, in moderation.
How about the asparagus with the bacon wrapped around it?
One of our guilty pleasures at our house is Brussels sprouts, but I make it with bacon. Mm-hmm. I chop up bacon, mm-hmm. and then just no more than a tablespoon of maple syrup, and let that cook down, and it's amazing. And we've got our, which I'm like, whoever is listening that is maybe a nutritionist is like banging their head against the wall.
Turn the volume down.
Yeah, but we've got a whole bunch of Brussels sprouts, maybe a half a handful of bacon to cook it with it, and then just no more than a tablespoon of maple syrup, and let that cook, and it's amazing. That's one of our
with bacon and stock. I've never done it with the maple syrup. Now, guess what we're having for supper? Because that sounds good. A little sweetness to it.
Yes, and I love the salty sweet. That's one of my biggest. That's something I crave. Or if I want to do something, I've got to have the savory and the sweet, and that kind of meets it all. And then I feel like I don't have to make a dessert or have to have that sweet tooth afterwards. It's like I've already gotten my sweet in my dinner,
right?
And it's yummy, and we love it.
See, this is why Chloe and I get along really well. But I've never heard of it. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm trying that.
That's one of our favorites. So.
That's your bonus this morning, folks. You're welcome.
Ding, ding, ding.
I think that's awesome, though. So eat your vegetables day. We got it from the experts right here. And, at the end of the day, it's not healthy if you're not going to eat it.
Very true.
I think, at least some.
Yes.
We're got to live a little, but
always try. Always try. And now I think I am okay saying I don't like squash or zucchini because I feel like I've tried it 100 times.
Oh man, I do.
But I don't know what it is. I'm just not. But every other vegetable that you could throw at me, I'm going to eat. But the squash and zucchini, I think it's just, and I hate it because I know it's such a summertime fun vegetable.
Love it.
And I probably shouldn't say that on air, but I can't.
It's okay.
Those are the two
I
vegetables.
won't tell anybody.
Yeah, no one's listening. No one will know. No one will know. It's our secret.
All right, I'll give mine up. You know what? And they're gonna kick me out of Kentucky for this. I know they will. Black-eyed peas.
Oh,
that's like the only thing I can't do. Now, my mother makes some of this relish, this tomato relish.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can put that stuff on anything and it tastes good. Now that I can eat it that way, but I'm not a black-eyed pea fan.
Yeah,
The musicians, yes, but not.
Yeah, no, exactly. Love them.
Okay, we're gonna be good now. I'll get my straight face on, but I can't not have fun when Chloe comes in. So I had a full morning of just fun scheduled, and I knew it when I come in this morning. I was looking forward to it. But you guys have I heard some new testing.
Yes. So next week on Tuesday, the Princeton office is going to be doing drive-through COVID testing for patients. So you need to call and schedule your little time slot. And that number is 270-365-0227. And this drive-through testing is for the COVID-19 test. And you need to be a patient in order to schedule.
Okay.
And then, of course, after the test is done, I believe it's 2 to 3 days is when you'll get your test results back. And it's just very convenient to drive through, get the test done and then you're on your merry way. You don't have to get out of your vehicle. When you do call to make your appointment, they'll ask you the series of questions. They'll fill out some paperwork for you. And then when you arrive, you'll sign it and then complete the test and then be on your merry way.
Well, I'll tell you, I think that's kind of standard
Yes.
anymore here. I'm sorry. I had a fly on my ankle. It scared me. I put out there. Like even my son, when he went to football practice, they fill out their little symptom sheets and stuff like that. So I think everybody's kind of used to that part.
Yes. Which if there's anything good that can come from this virus, it's that there's a lot more prep work being done before you arrive somewhere. So that is always very nice when you're not having to wait somewhere for, it's there. You're going through the series of questions and you're being asked about your insurance and all that before you arrive. And I think that's a great plus so that we're on top of it and we're making sure we're accurate and getting everything done and put in the system.
Awareness, if nothing else, just being aware of what's around you and who's around you and what's going. I mean, I'm the worst about. My friends will tell you I'm a ditz, and Chris is laughing about it right now. But I can be a little later on in the afternoon. I'm like, oh, whatever. I don't pay attention. I just, I'm like a bull in a china shop. And I think if nothing else, this has kind of made you take a step back and think about things.
Very
and look
aware.
At things.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. And then we're also on top of the COVID testing, which the COVID testing is just going to be that one day on the 23rd from 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. And we're also, in addition, doing the antibody testing. But you can come in the clinic or schedule to get because it's a blood draw. Okay. And that, of course, will tell you if you have had the coronavirus.
Okay, I started to say, hit the brakes a second, Chloe. Now explain the difference. Because the one of them is the nose swab.
Yes, that the little bit farther than the flu swab
and
is the
please
COVID.
Tell them you're not going to lose your sense of smell forever for doing that.
No. Now that the nasal swab is the coronavirus test or the COVID-19
and that's
test.
Active, right?
Yes, that is active. The antibody test is a blood test that will determine if you have had the coronavirus or the COVID-19. Those are both the same thing, but I want to say them both because I feel like they're both used across the board.
Well, we slang them around a lot,
Corona.
The
virus.
We all do.
Yes.
And but I think sometimes when you put humor behind it, sometimes it can make you feel better about the situation. I think that's why we do it.
Yes. And so the antibody test can determine if you've had it. Now, it'll need to be like if you had it yesterday and you feel fine today, that's not how it works. But your body needs time to build up those antibodies. So it's recommended 2 to 3 weeks after your symptoms have subsided or in order to get the accurate results. But of course, when you call and speak with a health professional, they will be more knowledgeable than me who's translating from a health professional, but that antibody test will determine if you had it in the past.
Okay, now let me ask, because I know, like, they tell me, like, if you've ever had mono, like if you were a kid and you had mono, that'll show up in your system like 40 years later. Is that the same thing that, like this, that it just kind of puts a marker in your blood where they can tell? Or is this something like, well, after about 6 months, you probably, it's not going to pick it up?
I really don't feel comfortable answering that question as a definite yes or no.
Okay.
But I do feel that, because I know that there are cases where they maybe had it back in February and the antibodies showed today. So, but I don't know. And I don't think anybody really knows when, because mono's been around forever.
Right.
So I don't think that anybody really knows that definite answer as to it's going to be in your body as an antibody for the rest of your life.
Well, that's true. If this is new, we don't know, do
exactly.
we?
So
Okay.
I don't want to answer that yes or no. But it's been what?
Think about that, Claire.
I know.
Maybe the dumbest question I've asked ever.
No.
Come back in 40 years. Let's put you on the calendar and then we'll talk about it.
Okay, that's fine. I'm penciling me in.
I didn't even think of it. It's okay. You can call me out on that, Chloe. It's all right.
No, I'm glad I thought that in my head. I was like, yes.
I am
no,
too.
wait.
But I wanted to make sure and that is a blood test. And how long does it take for the results to come back?
Those are also about the 2 to 3 day turnaround. And of course, if you get it on a Friday, it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, depending on when it's sent off and on all that stuff. Keep that in mind when you are calling to schedule an appointment for any type of blood work. Majority of the time, the blood work is picked up mid-afternoon. So that turnaround time may change if you get it done after the pickup time. So always keep that in mind. Anytime you get any sort of blood work done, the times that the blood work is picked up.
Do you have to isolate yourself for the antibody or?
The antibody, I don't believe so, but
Okay.
I don't want.
Again,
because that is testing if you had it in the past.
Right.
So if you are not currently symptomatic, I would assume, and then again, this is all me, and I probably shouldn't say hearsay, but that you would not have to isolate yourself if you are doing the antibody test because you are testing
Right.
of your symptoms that you had previously. You're not currently symptomatic.
Well, and I don't want it because I want more people to be able to go get that test, and because it scares the pants off
Yes.
of them. Because they're like, I got to work, I can't isolate myself, and that that scares the pants off people.
Yes.
And I understand that part of it, but I don't want them to not know either.
Yeah.
Because I know a bunch of people too.
Yes.
That I know I had it back in the February and the January and
November. I had that cough.
I had it there at Christmas and Turkey Day. But go find out.
Yes, exactly.
It's very simple
It's
to
simple,
do.
yes. And the antibody test is covered by your insurance, and of course, you'll just be responsible for whatever your insurance deems necessary. And then, if you do not have insurance, there are self-pay options for the antibody test. Don't be afraid to do anything because of you want to know what your insurance is going to pay. I've always thought health is trumps debt.
Right.
I mean, always, and so. And everywhere you go, there's payment plans. You can make options for things, it's very simple. And then the COVID test is actually covered by your insurance, 100%. So you should not see any cost for that at all from anywhere. If there is a COVID test that you've seen on the internet for $200, don't do it. Don't do it because the insurance is right now, everything is covered. And then if you do not have insurance, there are other avenues and methods that are covering these tests for those uninsured.
I'm going to be honest about it. If I'm going to stick something up my nose, I want it to come from the doctor's office that's telling me that it's sterile versus buying it on the internet.
Yeah.
And I promise.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. I agree. But if you find something for another rate and people they think that that's, and really honestly, you need that health professional that you can consult and ask these questions to versus trusting the internet.
Well, and I'll be honest, I'm gonna get one of the antibody tests because I'm one of those that was like, well, I don't know. I had a cough back when.
I agree.
So, I'm curious. I want to know, and I think everybody does.
It's always a peace of mind, too, if you know that you didn't have it maybe back in February and you spread it halfway all over wherever. Or if you did have it, that you had it and I don't, that's it.
I think that's great.
Yes.
I'm really glad that you all are doing that. Remind everybody, now you need an appointment ahead of time, right?
Correct. For the COVID testing from 8 a.m. to 9:30, you will need to call the Princeton office, 270-365-0227, and schedule your time slot. And we're on 310 Hawthorne Street, and it's from 8 a.m. to 9:30 on June 23rd. And so you need an appointment to schedule that, and just call the ladies and tell them you're interested in it. And as long as you're a patient, we'll get you put in for that. And if you're not a patient, we'll ask if you'd like to establish care, and then maybe go from there.
Well, I think that's fantastic.
Yes.
I really do. And
Yes.
I like that there's options and different kinds and different ones. Sometimes you feel like, that it's the same can of green beans and you don't have an option. But I like that because, it kind of gets you through the door too, because you've got so many things that you all do there.
Yes.
And I would love for people to go find out about
that. Now, the last time, we've been in a few times, but I know one time we came in, we talked about our colonoscopy program.
Right.
We are still having that. And thankfully, the hospitals have opened back up to elective procedures. So they are doing colonoscopies. Our colonoscopy program benefits those who are underinsured or uninsured. It helps everyone have access to this because the colon cancer is one of the number 1 or number 2 killers of cancer.
Right.
I mean, and it's something we don't think about it. I know we've talked about, it's something that no one likes to talk about, but we should. That's one of our programs that we offer, and that's free colonoscopies to people that are underinsured and uninsured, like I said.
Well, that's one of those things you don't have because they're fun, Chloe.
No,
I mean,
exactly.
we're not going to say that they're it's not like going to the circus, okay?
No, I'm not. Yeah, I've heard that but I mean.
But at the same time, I mean, if you can prevent cancer or catch it really early where it's very treatable. And that's something that in the years past we hadn't been able to do.
Exactly. And this program, you do not have to become a patient to take advantage of this program.
Oh, wow.
You could be a patient somewhere else. And as long as, your doctor's, if anyone has a question about this program and would like to learn more, you can call our office, 270-365-0227, ask to speak with me, Chloe. And I can help guide you, and we can figure out how to get you to our clinic to be able to take advantage of that free colonoscopy if you're eligible. I mean, that's just a great opportunity that you maybe are seeing somewhere else, and you don't want to move to another practice to take advantage of this program. But it's not like that.
No, I think that's perfect.
It's a free program for anyone in the area that needs a colonoscopy and is eligible.
Well, thank you, Miss Chloe Zechler. I love her, and when she comes in, we always have so much fun from Community Medical Clinic. And again, we always have I always put her on the spot, but we always have a lot of fun anyway.
Yes.
I've got a little girl that has a lemonade stand coming up.
I see her.
We're all excited because she's here, so we're gonna just stick around. But first, again, give them how do they get a hold of you for all of this?
They can call our number 270-365-0227, or find us on Facebook, or look at our website, communitymedicalclinic.org. Any way of contact that you can find us, I am there. I will help guide you to the right place. But call our office if you'd like to schedule that COVID testing, and it's 270-365-0227. And we're located on 310 Hawthorne Street. And again, we have Beth Scheidler and Chelsea Farless.
They're so sweet.
Yes, they are. Love them.
Well, come back and see me soon.
I will. You know I will.
And if I don't see her, I guess you'll see me. How about that? It is 8:49. Stick around. Girl, we got Summer Sips coming up next.
Out of an abundance of caution and in your best interest, public access to the Princeton Electric Plant Board office is restricted. Normal business operations will continue utilizing the drive-through window. Bill payments using online methods, bank drafts, and credit cards are encouraged, but checks and cash will continue to be accepted methods of payment. Utilizing the free online payment system from the comfort of your own home is both safer and more efficient for you. You will only need your account number, which is located on your bill, and a credit card or debit card to use this convenient feature. In an effort to help our community and assist our neighbors during this time of uncertainty, Princeton Electric Plant Board invites customers to call the office if they need additional time to pay their electric bill due to the loss of work. We appreciate our customers and look forward to working through this together.
Need cash fast? ABC Finance is open with social distancing implementations in place. They believe it's more important now than ever to get a handle on your finances.
Hi, this is Jody Lamb at the Princeton ABC Finance location.
And this is Todd Morse at the Hopkinsville location.
At ABC Finance, we don't just provide loans, but we also provide valuable advice to help you get your credit in better standing.
Our friendly team of professionals has your best interest in mind. We celebrate with you when your finances improve.
We encourage you to like our Facebook page, ABC Finance Company. Many of those useful tips are posted daily on our page, including tons of community info and motivation for the day.
To view social distancing guidelines and safety measures, like and follow ABC Finance Company on Facebook. ABC Finance is located off Fort Campbell Boulevard in Hopkinsville next to O'Charlie's, then Princeton and the Princeton Plaza. Apply for loans online or simply give them a call. They'll take your application over the phone. ABC Finance, all loans subject to normal credit approval.
WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast for today. Perfect day to go visit Chevy over at Somerset's. That's what I'm saying. Should be sunshine and 81 today. Tonight, mostly clear, low 61. Tomorrow, 20% shot at showers and thunderstorms after lunch, probably about 1 o'clock. That's what the National Weather Service is saying anymore. High 84 on Friday, sunshine and 89. It is 65 at 8:52, 1580, 103.3 WPKY. And of course, we've got a special guest in the house. Hang on.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Jeff Russo, attorney at law.
All right. Now, I've been waiting for days for this, and I think everybody else has too. And we've got Miss Chevy McGowan in the house today, and I think she's such an impressive young lady because let me explain to you for a second what makes her. Number one, she's beautiful. I mean, how old are you, Chevy?
11 years old.
Girl. Mama, you're going to have to, boy, they'll be knocking on the door. I'm just saying. You get the shotgun ready, Mama. But Chevy is a wonderful little girl, and she has, well, I can't say little girl, it's a young lady now, I guess is the correct thing. I don't think Mama's ready for teenager. We're not going to use that word. You're a young lady. How about that? But anyway, you're a CEO is what you are, and an entrepreneur, right?
Yes.
And how long you been at Somerset's is your business, correct?
Yes.
And when did you start that?
About last summer. And we just came up with the name this summer.
And I have even seen a logo. You've even got your own logo and the whole 9 yards, right? I mean, all the big professionals do, and you've even got one.
Yes.
And I also think that some people I saw on social media where you've had the mayor and you've had some of those police officers when they get hot come over there, and everybody is, when are you going to be open? When are you going to be open? Everybody's excited about it because you've got the frozen ones too, right? Mm-hmm. So what's your hours?
Saturday 2 to 6, or when the business starts to slow down.
I don't blame you. When it gets slow, say, y'all, I got better things to do. Y'all, So what do you do with all this money?
I just put it somewhere, and then I usually use it for softball or to get more products.
She is smart, Mama. I'm telling you. What flavors have you got? Have you got a good variety over there? I hear you. Something about Charkleberry Finn, I think, is one of the crowd favorites that I heard.
Yes. For the frozen cups, I have strawberry kiwi, strawberry, Charkleberry Finn, orange, green apple, cherry, pineapple, blue raspberry lemonade.
Wow. That actually, the strawberry one's my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. That's my flavor, girl. You got me nailed on that one. But so you do like frozen cups. Explain. I mean, that's a pretty good size popsicle. And it's not for a lot of money though, is it?
It's only for 50 cents.
You work that hard, girl. I'm telling. And how much is your lemonade?
$1.
$1. I'm telling you, I think you got it, Chevy. I really do. If you're doing this at 11, I can't. Mama, you need to bring her in once a year so I can get an update. I want to know what you're going to do when you're 16 or 17.
I don't know.
You want to go college?
Yes.
Where you want to go? Do you know?
Murray.
Go Racers. I don't blame you. What do you want to do when you're there? Have you got any idea? And don't get me wrong, you're going to change your mind 12 times before you get there. I'm just saying, at 11 years old, I want to know what Chevy McGowan would like to do when she gets to Murray State University.
I don't know. I have a lot of things, but if I really could choose one, it'll probably go to nursing.
Wow, I like that. So I get the feeling you like to help people.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that come from? Where does you being a business owner and an entrepreneur and wanting to help people, where's all that come from, you think? Where do you get that?
From my great-grandmother.
Oh, yeah? Give us her name.
Mary McGowan.
Oh, well, what was so special about Grandma?
She really hasn't been doing too well, so I've been helping with her, taking care of her and stuff. So that's where I want to be a nurse at.
Is she pretty special?
Mm-hmm.
What is the one thing about your grandma? If you could have one trait like your grandma, if you could say, boy, she sure is pretty, I want to be pretty just like her, or she sure is smart. If there was one thing about your grandma that you could be just like her, what would it be? Like your favorite thing. What's your favorite thing about her?
Her hair.
Oh, what's so pretty about her hair?
It's so soft and it really doesn't